two humanoid robots are racing toward completely different versions of the future. Tesla's Optimus wants to become a mass-produced worker, assembling products, handling repetitive jobs, and eventually helping inside the home. But 1X is taking the opposite route. Its NEO robot is being designed around the home from day one. It's lighter, covered in soft material, and already being offered through a consumer pre-order program. One robot comes from a company with enormous manufacturing power. The other comes from a robotics startup willing to place its machine inside real homes while the technology is still learning. But here's what really matters. This isn't simply a comparison of height, battery life, or robotic hands. It's a contest between two strategies. Perfect the robot inside controlled factories, or let it learn beside humans in unpredictable homes. By the end, we'll decide which robot is currently more practical, which has the stronger long-term advantage, and which one is still mostly a promise. Humanoid robotics is entering an important transition. For years, companies demonstrated robots walking, dancing, or moving objects in carefully prepared environments. Now, they're being forced to answer a harder question. Can these machines perform useful work every day without constant human rescue? Tesla describes Optimus as a general-purpose, autonomous, bipedal robot intended for unsafe, repetitive, or boring tasks. Achieving that requires perception, balance, navigation, motion planning, and physical interaction to work together as one reliable system. 1X is aiming directly at household work. NEO is marketed as a home robot that can receive spoken instructions, navigate rooms, manipulate objects, and gradually learn additional chores. The important difference is where each company believes useful intelligence should develop. Tesla appears to be building outward from manufacturing. 1X is building outward from the home. Tesla introduced Optimus Gen 2 as a major hardware improvement over its earlier prototype. In Tesla's demonstration, the company claimed that Gen 2 was 10 kilograms lighter, walked 30% faster, and used redesigned hands with tactile sensing in the fingers. The video also showed improved balance, squatting, and delicate object handling. These were company demonstration claims rather than independent performance tests. The supplied comparison lists Optimus at approximately 5 feet 8 inches tall and 125 pounds. However, Tesla's current public robotics page does not provide a complete Gen 2 product specification sheet, battery runtime, payload rating, or retail price. The frequently repeated estimate of roughly $20,000 to $30,000 should therefore not be treated as an announced selling price. NEO's position is more concrete. According to 1X, NEO stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs 66 pounds. Roughly 30 kilograms. It has 22 degrees of freedom in each hand, an 842 watt-hour battery, and a claimed runtime of 4 hours. A degree of freedom is simply an independently controlled movement, such as bending a finger joint or rotating a wrist. 1X currently advertises 2 routes to access NEO, a $20,000 early access ownership option, and a $499 per month subscription. A refundable $200 deposit is required, with U.S. deliveries advertised to begin during 2026. That gives NEO an immediate advantage in commercial clarity. You can debate whether it will perform as promised, but at least there is an actual offer, an announced price, and a delivery window. Both robots combine cameras, onboard computers, electric actuators, and AI models. But the difficult part isn't making a robot move once. The difficult part is connecting perception to action repeatedly. A robot first observes the room through its cameras. It estimates where objects, people, and obstacles are located. It then plans a movement, sends commands to its joints, and continuously corrects the motion using feedback from sensors. That loop may happen many times every second. Tesla says its wider autonomy strategy is built around computer vision, neural networks, and planning systems that interpret visual information and decide how a machine should move through the physical world. The company is attempting to apply its experience in vehicle autonomy and inference hardware to humanoid robotics. The potential advantage is integration. Tesla already develops batteries, motors, power electronics, AI computers, and large-scale manufacturing systems. However, experience with cars does not automatically solve robotic manipulation. Driving mainly happens across roads. Household and factory work requires hands to understand thousands of different objects, materials, and contact forces. NEO uses an AI system called Redwood. 1X describes Redwood as a vision language action model. That means it combines visual input, language commands, and information from the robot's own joints, then converts those signals into physical actions. It has been trained using both autonomous trials and demonstrations collected through teleoperation. Teleoperation means a human remotely guides the robot. For complex chores that NEO cannot complete alone, 1X says customers can schedule an expert to remotely supervise the robot. This helps finish the task while also producing demonstrations that may improve future autonomy. Early NEO units are therefore not being presented as completely independent machines. They arrive with what 1X calls basic or foundational autonomy. That honesty is important. A robot that receives occasional human assistance may still be useful, but it should not be confused with a machine that can solve every household problem on its own. Inside a factory, Optimus has a logical environment in which to develop. The floor can be kept clear. Objects can be placed in predictable locations. Tasks can be repeated thousands of times, and safety zones can separate the robot from workers. Imagine Optimus moving containers between two stations. The route remains mostly unchanged. The container shape is known. Engineers can measure exactly how often the robot succeeds, how long the battery lasts, and where the movement fails. That controlled environment gives Tesla a more practical path toward early productivity than immediately releasing Optimus into random homes. Tesla reported in early 2026 that it was preparing production infrastructure for Optimus. Its first quarter outlook said initial production lines were being installed in anticipation of volume production, although that does not mean consumer sales or large-scale deployment have begun. NEO faces the opposite challenge. A home may contain children, pets, glass objects, narrow corridors, loose clothing, uneven rugs, and furniture that moves every day. That is precisely why 1X designed NEO around low weight, covered joints, and a soft external body. The company lists low inertia tendon actuation, enclosed pinch points, and a claimed operating noise level of 22 decibels. These specifications are designed to make the robot less intimidating around people. Consider a basic laundry task. NEO must locate clothing, distinguish it from towels or bedding, bend down, grasp flexible fabric, carry it without dropping it, and place it in the correct location. Humans perform that sequence without thinking. For a robot, every step contains uncertainty. If you run a small business, the first useful humanoid probably won't replace an entire employee. It may begin by moving supplies, checking inventory, or completing one predictable task during quiet hours. The value will come from consistency, not from dramatic demonstrations. The first major problem is reliability. A robot that succeeds 9 times out of 10 may look impressive in a video, but inside a workplace or home, that 10th failure could mean broken equipment, damaged property, or an injured person. The second problem is privacy. NEO uses cameras, microphones, memory features, and remote connectivity. Its expert mode also allows scheduled human assistance for difficult jobs. That raises unavoidable questions about what data is recorded, what a remote operator can see, and how access is controlled. 1X acknowledges these issues through privacy and remote access information in its product documentation, but real-world trust will depend on how the system behaves after deployment. The third problem is autonomy theater. A polished demonstration may combine autonomous behavior, scripted motion, and human guidance without making the boundaries obvious. Viewers should therefore look for continuous recordings, failure rates, task completion times, and clear disclosure of teleoperation. This applies to both companies. Tesla has shown impressive individual capabilities, but it has not released enough standardized public testing to prove that Optimus Gen 2 can work independently across long industrial shifts. 1X publishes more product details, but specifications and pre-order availability are not proof that NEO can reliably clean a normal home. There is also the cost. $20,000 is expensive for a machine with early-stage autonomy, while a $499 monthly subscription equals almost $6,000 per year before considering possible conditions, maintenance, or additional services. Still, there is no reason to overreact. Early adopters are not purchasing a finished replacement for human labor. They are helping test a new category of product. Much like early personal computers, electric vehicles, or virtual reality headsets. The responsible approach is to judge the robot by useful work completed safely, not by how human it looks. Over the next 2 years, Tesla and 1X may gradually move toward the same middle ground. Tesla could begin with factory tasks, use that environment to improve reliability, and later adapt Optimus for commercial buildings or homes. 1X could begin in homes with significant remote assistance, collect diverse interaction data, and then expand NEO into hotels, care facilities, offices, and light industrial work. 1X says its Hayward factory has begun producing NEO units, although current robots are being prioritized for internal teams and home testing. The company says some customers will receive units during 2026 and claims capacity of up to 10,000 robots per year at its current facility. These remain company-reported production plans. Tesla's roadmap has already moved beyond Gen 2. In its January 2026 financial update, Tesla said Gen 3 was intended to become its first Optimus design built specifically for mass production, with production planned before the end of 2026. Its later first quarter update confirmed that Optimus production lines were being installed. These are plans, not evidence that the robots have reached commercial scale. The next evidence to watch is not another dancing video. Watch for unedited multi-hour operation, verified customer deliveries, maintenance requirements, human intervention rates, and the cost of completing each useful task. Those measurements will reveal which company is building a product, and which is still building a demonstration. So, which robot wins? For home design, published specifications, and immediate consumer availability, NEO is currently ahead. It is lighter, softer, quieter, and built around direct human interaction. More importantly, 1X publishes a price and openly acknowledges that difficult tasks may require remote expert assistance. For industrial scale and long-term manufacturing potential, Tesla may have the stronger platform. Its advantage is not that Optimus has already proven itself. It hasn't. Its advantage is Tesla's ability to integrate hardware, AI infrastructure, and mass production, provided the company can turn those resources into a dependable robot. Right now, neither robot has won the general-purpose humanoid race. NEO is the clearer product, Optimus is the larger industrial bet, and the real winner won't be the robot that looks most human. It will be the one that can arrive every morning, complete useful work safely, and do it again the next day. Which approach do you think will succeed first? Tesla's factory-first strategy or 1X's home-first experiment? Share your answer in the comments. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.